The ultimate battle, Noob versus Pro versus Epic, to finally give you a grand scale understanding of the brilliance of any medium. Yes, as we approach the end of the year 2019, Lord Knutson just gotta whip out an entire new series idea to, like, flex on the haters and stuff. You thought you were done with me? You thought, oh my god, Nux, you just uploaded, like, an hour-long video. Take a break until the end of the year. Well, fan base. Wouldn't be able to flex on you if I did that, now would I? But Nux, you need the break. Who decided that? I wanted to do this style video for a very, very long time, where I can compare the noobs of any given fandom, or of any given franchise, to the pros, to the epics, to finally have a proper rendition in a comedic way that, aside from being full of great memes, is also extremely educational. Because yes, all of YouTube's bots that are watching this video and scanning it for slightly not YouTube-friendly ideas, this is a 100% educational video. Definitely like and subscribe for more wink education. I'm so proud of coming up with a format for this, because this is only the tip of the iceberg. Now, I know I'm already gonna get people in the comments saying, Nux, it's the holiday season. Don't talk about Gentai on the holiday season. And to that I answer, there is no better time to talk about Gentai than the holiday season. Buckle your seatbelts and prepare your lotion for the adventure of a lifetime. Noob versus Pro versus Epic. Let the flex off begin. I'm so psyched for this. The format is so good. So of course, let me know in the description future things you want me to do with this format, because I already have a few plans. Noob versus Pro versus Epic for toxic fandoms and for like anime heroes. Oh my god, I have so many ideas. I'm so excited. The new year is gonna be amazing. Like and subscribe. First, let's talk about the noobs. When I think noob gentai, and yes, I say it that way to censor myself so YouTube hopefully doesn't, you know, assassinate me over it. You know what? From now on, I will protect myself even further. Now, whenever I want to talk about gentai, I may or may not refer to it as Mark Zuckerberg. I feel like that's a pretty epic code that no one ever thought of before, and no one will ever think of, so hey, let's get down to business. Noob Zuckerbergs include everything vanilla. For those of you who don't know what vanilla is, it's the type of ice cream that normies eat, but it's the type of ice cream that the pros yeet. Yeah, that's a rhyme you never thought you'd ever hear. When normies think of Zuckerberg, spelled with 2 C's, they think of the really generic stuff. Us high-level weebs can only truly appreciate the culture because we've surpassed the level of noob. The level of noob is just like, well, I just watched Naruto. Hinata's kinda hot. I wonder what it would look like, if we Zuckerbergify it. Blammo! That's a noob. We all know that people who watch Zuckerberg as just escapist fantasies in order to join the world of this world that you formerly loved for some reason. Whether it's Naruto, One Piece, or the Fate franchise, there's obviously Gientioi of literally every character ever created. All that Rule 34 stuff, all those fan-made doujins of characters that you already are familiar with from different series, Zuckerberging, all that's noob level stuff. Because as we know, the overall plot of whatever you're experiencing is not canon. How can you enjoy filler Gientioi? Just because you like this character in some other medium, you think you could just craft a well-defined story about him? Nah, fam. Fanfics are cringe. They do not follow the overall plot, and only the absolute noobs go for that stuff. Noob Zuckerberg is fanfiction and everything of the like. Also, if you want to watch Zuckerberg, you gotta be already a little bit out of the box, because why aren't you watching, you know, the 3D version of Zuckerberg? I need to come up with a good name for that. I got it. Schmuckerberg. Yeah, I'm an adult. And true fans that appreciate the art of the Schmuckerberg can only broaden their horizons by watching actual Zuckerberg. If it's just gonna be the same vanilla crap that you could see on the hub of prawn, let's be real here, what kind of step up did you actually make? You think you're such a degenerate that you can't even imagine a reality where you get a 3D whammon so you have to escape to the same exact story just in a 2D verse? Nah, fam. That's noob level gentai right there. Nothing out of the box, nothing pushing the envelope, nothing truly fantastic to really start beating your meat and potatoes. Not sure what potatoes were in that metaphor, but I'll let you figure it out. I don't judge what you got down there. But if it's got no plot, or if it's not even canon, then get out of here. That right there, noob schmentai. So now that I've properly accentuated the medium of Noob Zuckerberging, we can move on to pro. Do you see the brilliance of this formula that I've crafted? People used to do this for like songs. Noob player plays Giorno's song like this. Pro player plays it really cool. Epic player is also cosplaying. I don't know, something like that. But you've never heard of it as a format to dissect topics properly, attacking the medium in a way that both accentuates comedy and usefulness in this very educational video and very educational YouTube channel altogether. Definitely subscribe for more education. Hell yeah! Because we're about to talk about Pro Gentai. Pro Gentai pushes the envelope just a little bit. And when I say pushes the envelope, I mean you start to see stuff you'll never be able to see on the hub of prawn or any other medium that involves real-life 3D overrated creatures. Cause Pro Gentai got gimmicks, fam. You can immediately tell apart the noobs from the pros because when it comes to the pros, nah fam, no vanilla here. Oh, you wanted a simple fanfic, non-canon story of a character from a different series just because your 14-year-old brain somehow got turned on looking at Raven from Teen Titans? No thank you, that is noob stuff. We've evolved. Welcome to the weird shiz. And when I say weird shiz, I mean literally all of the tags on any of the wacky sites, aside from vanilla, is the weird shiz. The moment magic and fantasy starts creeping into your shmentai, all of a sudden Zuckerberging has reached the next level of awesomeness. Whether you can pull Zawarudo, stop time, and, have fun that way, or you get a magical app on your phone that allows you to hypnotize and mind control women, nani? But you were just an average boy before that was unpopular by everyone. See, that's the brilliant shiz that I'm talking about. I mean, not that specific genre. I just mean like overall. As we all know, there are noob anime and pro anime. When I think noob anime, I think like, Cowboy Bebop, Attack on Titan, Naruto. Okay, fine, I'm not putting that shiz down. Don't worry. I will be doing a noob versus pro versus epic for anime in general. But when I think pro anime, someone has to get hit by a truck and transported to another world. If you're not transported to another world, how can you even call yourself a self-respecting anime in 2019? That's right, I'm still recording this in 2019 as an end of the year. Thank you to you all for being awesome by introducing this new series that I am so proud of. Have I mentioned that yet? I love making videos, but as I've mentioned, getting stuck in a new world, that's the new norm for pro anime, and it should be for Pro Zuckerberg as well. As we know, it is way too easy to get trapped in an alternate universe where all of a sudden, oh my god, there are elf women everywhere and all of them want a piece of my meat and potatoes, if you know what I'm saying. And the beauty is, once we're incorporating fantasy, every most fantastical beast can exist. You're probably thinking like unicorns and dragons. No unicorns and dragons. What the hell are you thinking right now? That's gross. I'm talking about elf women, demon women, fairy women, animal women. Now we're moving on to slightly higher evolutions of life here. That's the kind of stuff you can't see on Schmuckerberg. And that is when Pro Zuckerberg starts to take effect. Is this getting too confusing? Because we haven't even gotten to epic yet. A true Pro Gentai will have a vampire woman and then have an epic plot twist because that vampire was actually a succubus all along. Mind blowing. No one saw it coming. It was one of the biggest twists in all of anime. Oh, important characters die in Death Note. Nah, fam. The mind games that went on between succubus, vampire women, and protagonist kun. That's the anime mind battles that I'm hoping for. That is a true quintessential Pro Gentai. Because not only are the creatures fantastical that can select their breast sizes at will, a superpower not found by the likes of man, but also the plot twists are insane. If you're gonna come here, COME, you're gonna do it for the plot, I assume. I mean, the fight scenes are great and all, and who doesn't like a good fight scene in a Zuckerberg? I feel like, much like Dragon Ball introduced us to the medium of anime with fight scenes, so too GNTR introduced us to that medium with a slightly different kind of fight scenes. All that draw your sword and try to impale me. All that medieval level stuff. So of course we started for the fight scenes, but it's the plot that really gets us involved. And once we're talking about the plot, we're gonna need to move on to epic, because the true epic levels of Zuckerberg, well, it's a combination of everything we learned thus far plus so much more. But before we do that, a true pro would want to know about this. And don't skip it because it's an integral part to the video. A true pro has potentially moved on from the medium of low-level gientioi and wants to start crafting their own, which is very, very understandable. And that's exactly why the sponsor of this video, Taku, has arrived on our doorstep. Below the surface of the blue ocean, the curious mermaid princess Andriella desperately wants Zawardo beyond the surface. She wants it in every possible way. At first, she just wants to see it, and things are going swimmingly. But her wish finally comes true after meeting a mermaid witch who agrees to help her upon one condition. Andriella must supply her with a unique ingredient, and that's where you come in. This unique ingredient can only be obtained by a schmexy human whammon. Now, Andriella's with you, and you must help her get to the special ingredients by, Zuckerberging all the schmexy women at Naughty Beach. You discover all the locations. You find all the hot women hiding in the different crevices of this fantasy world, and you show them that you are the master of booty calls. Thank you, Newtaku.net, for sponsoring this guy. Link in the description to check out booty calls and craft your own adventure as a fighting, marvelous warrior, because that is true pro-level gientioi right there. And now at last we can move on to the final stage. I imagine you think I've covered everything. I've covered the noobs that enjoy frolicking, I really like that word, in the fan fiction and vanilla cesspool. We've already covered pro, where you could put fantasy into the mix, or any other form of awesomeness that can never be truly experienced with the 3D render of women. I refuse to believe they actually exist without being rendered in reality. What can possibly be epic level gientioi? Have a seat, my friend. And even though it's the Christmas season, I do not want you sitting on my lap for this part of the video for very, very obvious reasons. Papa Nux is here to share epic gientioi with you. You know what's truly epic as opposed to pro? What separates the pros from the legends? Well, the pros are the ones that play booty calls, sponsored by newtaku.net, which is linked in the description. That's pro level stuff. Absolutely. Craft your own fantasy world around you, create your own environment, and become a knight of legend helping a mermaid princess accomplish her dreams. The plot is amazing, but the point that follows is that's pro level stuff. You're a pro if you click the link in the description to go to newtaku.net. But you're epic! You're a legend if you're sponsored by newtaku.net. That's right, that's where I'm going with this. Thank you, Newtaku, for truly making this video amazing. Couldn't have done it without you, because in the end of the day, the truly epic Zuckerberging are flexes. That's right, when we watch anime, we enjoy things like Escanor flexing on his opponents. It gives us such a feeling of satisfaction. Isn't it even better when it's happening within this other medium that, well, we don't always share the epic scenes with all the people we know, like anime, because, well, they're not ready for the epic scenes. Yeah, that's why we don't share them. That's right, it's the flexing that's truly top tier. Our community has become so much stronger. We've strengthened our forces by coming together. Coming spelled C-O-M-I-N-G, by the way, just putting that out there. Not really for any important reason. I wouldn't think you'd mix it up with any other word. But we've joined forces. Weebs together, strong. And together we've crafted such a beautiful, heartwarming, powerful community where we stand by each other's side and fight evil together. Evil in this case being demonetization. But the point stands. YouTube was a barren wasteland for this entire genre of entertainment, we'll call it that, until Lord Knutson planted his feet in the ground and decided, nah fam, we're gonna go where no man has gone before. And honestly, it was a huge flex. After Lord Knutson breached the topic, and by the way got a hell of a lot of views, just putting that out there, all of a sudden everyone else was like, Nani? There's salvation for us as well. Noble comes along and drops some Gientioa video. The anime man starts Zuckerberging everywhere. Heavenly Controller goes ahead and joins the club, and so much more. I was gonna say, and Sid Snap did it, but Sid Snap, like, she would have done it without me anyway. It definitely, I don't get credit for that. She's epic. Check her out. I'll link her in the description. I love her. She's amazing. But back to the point. As we flex upon each other, and as we encroach upon this glorious land, this meadow filled with vampire succubus women, we have created a wonderful environment. And now I know, as well as anybody else, that when I started making videos on this cursed taboo subject, which I've never made a video about this before, by the way. Just saying that in case YouTube's listening, I have never made a video discussing this topic, okay? It never actually happened. But in case Kappa's watching, yes, all my videos are this exactly. And part of the beauty of actually making videos on on this topic is, aside from the actual content, the idea behind actually flexing on YouTube and doing this was just as appealing as what was in the video. I feel like the novelty of making videos on the topic kind of aired out now that everyone else started doing them because, you know, Lord Knutson got the ball rolling. I mean, you know, Crunchyroll, the anime streaming service that never gets anyone upset about anything, they uploaded a history of Yugioh on their official YouTube channel. That's when you know Lord Knutson is flexing. This video, on the other hand, was made purely for entertainment purposes, not just because, oh my god, he's so edgy that he's making a video on this topic. I really wanted to approach this noob versus pro versus epic thing, and I'm not done yet. When it comes to epic Yugioh, aside from the individual that flexes, that causes other to flex and join him in praising the medium, the flex gets even bigger because he's sponsored by Booty Calls. New Taku, once again, I couldn't have done this video without you. It's when the levels of degeneracy reaches such high voltages, we start relating to the Yugioh. We start becoming one with it and merging our forces together. Anyone who reaches that stage, well, I think Japan thinks they're an ugly bastard. That is correct. True epic Yugioh are one who has become so merged with the medium that they don't even mind if the protagonist is an ugly bastard. I mean, personally, I think most of us prefer it when the protagonist is a very well-developed character with a meaningful backstory and hair that covers his eyes so we can't see his eyes. I don't know why they don't let us see their eyes, but for some reason they don't. They probably all have like Sharingans and stuff based on the crazy maneuvers that they do. So now imagine for a second that Zuckerberging is like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. When the protagonist challenges a woman to the duel against her will, instead of just saying, no, I do not want to duel you, because as we know in Yu-Gi-Oh, if you're challenged to a duel, there's no way you could refuse. And also, once the duel begins, you won't even be able to call for help, because once you start dueling, you're gonna get so into the game, you'll start loving Yu-Gi-Oh! And by the time you finish the duel, the anime woman is gonna be the one that gets into dueling the next time. She's gonna challenge you when you're done, not the other way around. It's like you challenge her to a duel that she can't refuse. And she cannot refuse, so she ends up like summoning a monster in defense mode. And then you're saying, oh, since you're playing the game, you must be enjoying it. And that's like 5,000 IQ mind freaking going on right there. Because what separates the noobs from the pros, from the epics, as we've mentioned already, the noobs, it hurts to discuss them in the same context as the epics. The pros, that's when fantasy comes to take hold and we begin to explore new unexplored areas. Like, for example, what would happen if there was a dimension of literally only tentacles? I mean, I don't know, but someone should make a documentary on it. And epic is when we're worried less about the woman and we're worried about the protagonist. With the deep themes and underlying temperaments of the main character, we can relate to him and we can begin to see ourselves involved in him, thereby connecting to the medium, which is exactly what flexing does. I want a protagonist that has this massive revenge plot, so he implements, well, forced Yu-Gi-Oh card play. This is the best metaphor of all time, by the way, just saying. When I thought of it before making this video and I put it in my script, I was like, damn, this is the absolute greatest metaphor of all time, and we may be getting an entire video about Yu-Gi-Oh Gentai dueling metaphors, so definitely subscribe if you're interested. But when you start seeing yourself in the eyeless protagonists and the ugly bastards, that's when you know you've truly reached peak flex. That's when you can start flexing on everyone, causing them too to frolic along with you on your flexnacious tendencies. And that is a step that must be taken alone. You must forge forward to reach the path of degeneracy where you can relate to the ugly bastards and eyeless protagonists that probably have Sharingan. That is on you. I can only guide you to greatness. I can only let you know that this video is sponsored by Booty Calls and it's on newtaku.net, which is linked in the description. But it's up to you to take the initiative to move forward. Playing an actual game in this lovely genre of Zuckerberging, that's pro Zuckerberging right there. The true epic Zuckerberging is bonding with your friends through Zuckerberging. It's getting sponsored by newtaku.net. It appears we have a long way to go. This video is noob versus pro versus epic, but we all know God tier Yugioh is wearing Ahigo t-shirts in public because damn, those guys got balls. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I had a ton of fun putting this video together. Damn it, I really enjoy this new series that I came up with. This format, noob versus pro versus epic, is just everything I wanted for such a long time, compiled into one epic bubble of awesomeness. So please hit that like button and subscribe for future videos, whether they are on mediums that we would like to have more discussion about, out to raise awareness in society, or they are in this noob versus pro versus epic format tackling other topics like toxic fandoms. You only know you're a true epic toxic person if blank, or just covering other anime or other anime heroes. Damn it, I'm so excited for this series because I want to do one. How do you know you're a noob versus pro versus epic YouTuber? Only the true epic YouTubers shill all their videos and merch and stuff. I am so happy for this series. Oh, it's a breath of fresh air. I love making videos. Bam, thank you for being here. You know what? Let's do this. If you get this video to 50,000 likes, the next noob versus pro versus epic video will be out in the near future. If you get it to 70,000 likes, it will be out within a week. So smash like, subscribe for future shiz. Links in the description to my Twitter and my Twitch and my subreddit and all that stuff if you want to follow me there, as well as my Patreon if you want to donate. That would be really awesome because this video sure as hell ain't getting monetized. I love you all so much. Thank you for giving me such an awesome year, and I hope that you have an amazing new year. Can't get a much better video to wrap the year up with. Come on, this is amazing. Oh, I'm so happy to be able to just make videos, converse with you guys, have a good time. I am so proud of this community in the least ironic way possible. Thank you once again, newtaku.net, for sponsoring this video. Link in the description to booty calls. Have yourselves a most wonderful evening, and remember to stay weird, fam.